Hi everyone, welcome back to the Rhode Island State House for Go Local Live. I'm Go Local News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us again, as there's a lot taking place here this Thursday afternoon, and I'd like to thank Representative Rebecca Kislak for joining. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kate.
Because before the Senate committee, there are a few pieces of legislation to update some family law here in Rhode Island to basically protect children and families. So I want you to talk a little bit about what the Senate is considering today.
Thank you so much. As a mom, a lawyer, and a legislator, I know how important it is to update our family law to take into account the different ways that we all form our families here in Rhode Island. I know that my partner and I had children, and we had a lot of uncertainty when they were born because we were not both on the birth certificate on day one, which created a lot of fear and uncertainty for us. And now we have the opportunity to update and modernize our law where all parents who intend to parent a child can be on the birth certificate on day one, and we can fix the family law in a few other ways too.
And there's additional ways as well, gender neutral language.
Yes.
That's one of the pieces as well. But, talk with us. You've got a lot of people who are turning out today to say that this is really needed here in Rhode Island.
That's great. Yeah, I know that as a new parent, my kids are 13 and 10 now, but when I was a new parent, there was a lot of anxiety in those early days. For all new parents, we did not need this additional anxiety about the legal status of our family, and our kids needed two parents from day one, and now this will be the legal case when we pass these bills, so I'm very excited.
So speaking of legal, we do have a lawyer here who's going to go into the weeds with us a little bit, so
Great.
Thank you, Representative
Thank you
Kislak.
so much.
And I would like to welcome in Polly Crozier. Thanks for joining today.
Thank you so much, Kate. It's great to be here.
Well, I appreciate the intro from Representative Kislak again about this legislation now being considered soon this afternoon in Senate and committee. But I want to talk with you a little bit about what advocates are saying needs to be updated in law here in Rhode Island.
Absolutely. Well, these bills will be really comprehensive and bring Rhode Island to the 21st century. We need to protect children born through assisted reproduction, protect children born through surrogacy, and just make sure our laws are gender neutral, marital status neutral, so that all children in Rhode Island are protected no matter the circumstances of their birth.
And so what is the situation for children now who might be born to, again, as you said, any number of family situations that might put them in peril? Is it divorce? Is it any number of things that pertain to the child that the current law currently just doesn't address?
So many. Medical decision making, protection from state intervention. When children are born in the hospital, unmarried LGBTQ couples, they're not able to become parents immediately, and that leaves children totally vulnerable. So this statute would really update comprehensively Rhode Island's laws to protect all children.
And I know...
I just want to say,
yes,
there's a lot of comprehensive support because it's really a children's issue. The Department of Vital Records, the Department of the Office of Child Support Services, children and families, lawyers, advocates. There's a lot of broad-based support for these protections.
And I know we had the opportunity to discuss where Rhode Island falls in the general New England spectrum, and you said Rhode Island's really falling behind in terms of updating these laws for children and families.
They have. They haven't been updated for over 40 years. And Rhode Island is the only state in New England that doesn't have protections for children born from surrogacy or assisted reproduction. So I think it's really time. I think Rhode Island's ready. I think it's really common sense protections.
Well, we'll continue to follow this. We'll provide links to that legislation as well, but want to thank Representative Rebecca Kislak and Polly Crozier for taking the time to stop by today.
Absolutely. Thank you
Here,
so much.
as everything's taking place at the Rhode Island State House, so catch us over the evening on GoLocalProv.com, and we'll see you back tomorrow. I'm Go Local News Editor Kate Nagel.